Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We're on the web at smartwatchticks.com, and what a fun day! This is the H2. We've done a beautiful review on this one, and you know what? This watch was and continues to be Mrs. Tick's most favorite watch of all. So what happens when a lady has a favorite watch? She wants her favorite watch in a different color. Oh yeah, fashion, you know. Both of them, whatever you like. Let's get in here. Take a look at it. Comes in a really nice box. This one is in silver. Yeah. We'll take off the little protective cover. And, of course, inside the box are the manual and the new charging dock. Now, that's really what I wanted to show you. But Mrs. Ticks really wants to show you how nice this thing looks in silver. It's got the mayonnaise band, Milanese band, right? That you can put your arm through there or slide it all the way out and magnetically clasp it easily to fit your arm, whatever your arm dimensions are. It's got a gorgeous screen. We'll take you through all of this, all the functions in the review we did on this one. I'm going to have a link right up here at the very end, and you can click on that and go and look at all of this stuff. Heart rate and blood pressure and sleep time. Oh man, all sorts of things. Whole fitness sections on this one. Wow, wow. Brightness controls, the overall themes, background, image, what you want to have on the watch. All of these change, available in silver with rhinestones, gold, your choice of color. And there's a couple of other ones too that are some insane, like blue or purple. Really a nice watch. All right, let's take a look at this. This is the new clamp. You push it, you open it. Pick a watch. Let's take this one. I always have fun with that magnetic thing looping around. See where the little charging diodes are. See where the pins are on here. The only trick you got to do is line it up so they're on the same side. Pop it in. Easy way to do that is to notice that the crown is on that side. Close it down, click it, okay? Plug it in, you're done. You're done. In the morning or whenever you need it, press the button, take it out. You're good. More like a book, must have multiple languages. Let's page through it, get an idea of what it's going to do. Wow, it's brand new. Works with Android, iOS, Bluetooth 4.0. The key, it says, is there, and a touch area. So we've got two different aspects to it. A quick start guide for getting you going, and the QR code you're going to scan for the tethering app to go with it. Then we get into the app. You get to see how you connect it. Binding, they call it. We call it tethering. And then your startup. When it's off like this and you do a long press, you're going to get into one of the different watch faces to get you going. And a nice colorful brochure here shows you in the on state how you can cycle through all of the different graphic conditions of this watch. Very pretty, very colorful, very easy to understand and operate. Probably could use this watch for kids too to get them introduced into the smartwatch world. And some other functions and precautions, and then we're on to other languages. Okay, as we always do, and we always recommend, we're going to charge it up first. Make sure you got a good battery charge on it, and then turn it on to give you a walkthrough of what it can do. Well, here it is on my masculine hairy arm. Ignore that, but it gives you an idea of what it looks like. Let's turn it on and see what it'll do. First of all, it boots up like lickety-split into a really nice screen, and it's got a magnetic clasp, one of those mayonnaise kind. I know it's not mayonnaise, it's Milanese, right? Something like that. Anyway, you can pull it on and off, and it just magnetically couples. Sweet, sweet. Let's walk through it. We've got a watch screen that is changeable. That's basically your time. The button on the side turns it on, turns it off, and long press will turn the whole thing completely off again. And there's a sensitive spot right down here that lets us go through this beautiful graphics of step count and your calories burned, Doesn't that look nice? I mean, this is an elegant sports fitness smartwatch. There's our heart rate, turns on the diode. That's the last reading I got. Here's blood pressure. Already tested that out too. And there's a reading for you. And last night's sleep time. Haven't tested that, didn't sleep with it, but that would give you the totals from the last night. If you let it time out, you got to go all the way through again. So keep moving if you want to keep going. This is your messages that you can read on the screen if you're tethered to your phone. And now we get into this whole fitness sports area. Here's where you long press. And check out the icons. There's running, and here's walking, and that looks like climbing. Can you see that? Here's bicycling. And now we got ping pong, and oh, what's that? Dribbling. Looks like dribbling. There's badminton. There's football or soccer. And we're out of it again. So any one of these, long press, we get into it. Let's say walking. You want to do walking? Okay, long press again. And there it starts. The diode begins. It's going to start reading your heart rate. It's going to track time down at the bottom. And it's going to give you your calories burned on this one, it looks like, or step count. And when you're done, you just simply press and hold. Give it a moment. It double vibrates. And it's out of it, I guess, or that paused it. And that reset it. And that's taking us back through all of the sequence. And back to the beginning. Pretty nice, huh? Okay, now we've got a timer built into it too. And again, long press will get you into it. Tap starts it. Tap stops it. Tap starts it again. There's no lap time, and it'll stay on the screen in this mode, doing its timing thing until you actually bail out of it. You can not turn it off with the button. You have to long press here. But once you do, you're back to time and you're out of it again. Okay, cycling through to get back to time. The next one is find your phone. Which will make your phone buzz if you're tethered to it. Then brightness. Oh, this is good. It's a little dim right now, right? Because it's only on 2. But I can brighten it up and brighten it and brighten it and really brighten it and start all over again. So you have several levels of brightness. Let's go to there. Long press. And we're out of it. That's almost too much, almost washed out. And then theme. Theme is your watch face. So I'm going to press, and now we've got these different watch faces. There's that one. There's this one, which is like a jellyfish. Then this one here, a winter scene, and an analog one. So let's accept that one and see what it looks like. May as well put it back on again, right? So you can see it in context. For me, I got to take it all the way to the edge. Slide it in over that hand and drop it down. And there, that's our nice watch with an analog display and a variety of different data that you can see on it. If I want a different one, go all the way to themes, which is way in here. Don't overshoot it. Press and hold. Let them come up. There's that first one again. You want to try the jellyfish? All right. There's that one. And it's an animated jellyfish as well. 24-hour time. I think you can change it to your regular 12-hour time, but you do that in the app with a switch when you get it tethered. And speaking of tethering, let's take a look at that. The tethering app that you get to from scanning the QR code or downloading it from our link in the show notes below the video is called Wear Health from the Google Play. And you can install it and then open it and then log into your account or set one up, which I've already got going on here. And you open into this page right here. Now, to get started, I'm going to go over here to mine and see where it says this device is connected. It's already connected to the watch. It was a simple thing. You just pair them together. Now that it's already connected, we can get in here and take a look at stuff like your user settings, which is where you set up your basic information. You can even put in your choice of skin color that best matches your skin so that when you get your biometrics, you have a better chance of it being more accurate. the map type for Google, or a map for the background when you're actually doing workouts using the app itself. We've reviewed this one before in other places, so I'm just going to jump through it here for you, get you caught up. Set your targets for these kind of things. Shake to make a snapshot. You set this up, and vibrate it, and it'll take a picture. You can find the device right here. See the picture of the watch vibrating or flashing, and then I'm feeling the vibration in my arm. Operating instructions and overall device management. Here's where you can change things. Like, see, the time is in 24-hour mode. I can change it to 12. Takes it a moment to catch up. I can get units in imperial if I so choose. Reset it. Check the latest firmware. You can turn on continuous heart rate. You'll see that in a minute where it monitors that. The twist your wrist to show the time should be on. Hello. Let's reset that one just to make sure. Give it a second. Call reminders and SMS reminders will be notified and pushed to your watch, and you can turn on Do Not Disturb for these hours, and the watch will be totally silent so you can sleep and not have interference. There you go. Twist works, and the time has been set now to 2 o'clock instead of 1400. And then more reminders are all the other apps in your phone. You can selectively turn them on or off as to which ones you want to push information to your watch. That is that section in device management, and that's this whole bottom thing. Care Plus is where you can have friends that are also logged into the app, and you can kind of share data back and forth between each other. Sport, this tab is where you'll get a map of where you are, and you could go into doing these sporting activities right straight from your phone. You actually don't even need the watch, except it'll send your heart rate and stuff over to it to integrate together with it. But you can do tracks and running and whatever you want to right on the app itself, tapping that sport button. And then today, this is our overall information for today. You've got your health index, blood pressure, your sporting step count and distance traveled, sleep, and your overall heart rate. And if I hit measurement, and you go through a precise value calibration where you set your normal systolic and diastolic, I think I'm normally 120/80, so I can set that and confirm. And then it's going to start doing this calibration. You say start measurement. And are you doing it? Start measurement. There we go. Okay, you see on the watch, we've got the stuff flashing to compute the heart rate, a countdown of 30 seconds. We're not seeing the actual heart rate on the watch itself. At this mode, we're seeing an icon telling you that it's engaged and being interrogated. And over here, you're getting the heart rate flashing up here until it gets down to the 0, at which time it locks in what your average heart rate was over time and puts it right there. All right? So that's that measurement capability. Here's our overall blood pressure. There's a reading that we got before, and that was transferred from the watch, and so forth. Your sleep time from last night and previous nights are going to be in here. Your step count information, when it happened throughout the day, and so forth. Really quick overview of the app. Okay, so, wow, we have got ourselves a sweet little ladies' watch that with rhinestones and cut bezels and a very, very colorful display that has 2 buttons, an on-off and a cycling button that takes you through the various modes. Now, blood pressure, heart rate, sleep time, all of that, messages, everything is on here. A nice, easy-to-use band, and it's coming to us from Rundoing.